Synopsis of an hour and 24 minutes and 18 seconds of someone noticing something on the internet. Yeah. So here we go. FBI changes description of bridge guy. 2,000 views on a 1 hour and 24 minute discussion. They took out the details. Let's move on here. This is the Liberty German, which is the one you find immediately if you type in Delphi and suspect, etc. This is the Liberty German page for it. And this one's the one for Abigail. And this is the one for the unknown suspect. And it's called Unknown Suspect Number 2. Now, some of you out there that are really, really keen on looking things up might note that this implies there's an Unknown Suspect 1. Also, an Unknown Suspect 2 is a reuse of a be on the lookout alert from the FBI in 2013 or something. They recycle their pages too. What that means is that when you look up the archive.org version of this page with this PDF file, because this is listing a PDF and then a little screenshot here, you're going to find it linking to all sorts of extra stuff. And some of this is going to cross-contaminate and make it hard to find it. But let's look at the Wayback Machine for Unknown Suspect 2. By the way, Unknown Suspect dash and then asterisk or Unknown Suspect asterisk on archive.org lists over 1,000 unknown suspects postings. Okay, now, this first thing is we look it up through archive.org and we look up just the PDF file. And the thing is, it has the option of hitting English, which gives us download.pdf. And if we hover over the picture, it does at download PDF. It's the same link, but you want to use the one that's going to the one that lists an old school short file name, 3-digit file extension. So we look up on the Wayback Machine, seeking info, unknown suspect 2, download.pdf. Now the earliest version of that is 2019, and the latest one is 2022. Now I'm hovering over 2022, and I'm the one who caused the March 15th backup copy. The March 9th version apparently is the one that has the changes not in it. So here's the first version of the file put out, at least as far as archive.org, keeping a copy of it, 2019. I want to point out that most of the data in the file is not going to give you any metadata. So you won't know the time and date stamp they first put it up. Anyway, here it says, at least in 2019, 5'6" to 5'10", 180 to 200 pounds, reddish-brown hair, approximately 18 to 40 years old, but may appear younger, male white. Now, all of this, I should point out, is absolute speculation. Speculating on the age of someone based on that and a description is probably not useful. Reddish-brown hair is a guess because it's one of the more common colors. Reddish-brown and dark hair are more common, that's all. 5'6" to 5'10", again, we're playing averages here. The weight, 180 to 200 pounds, almost but not quite, matches with that size range with that kind of an image. So basically all that's doing is saying, look for about the most average description possible. He's a male and he's white is the only thing we have that might be common between these two, and these do not look like they're the same person. Okay? Composite sketch of suspect, and bridge guy as he's called, is called a suspect, but still really a person of interest only. We don't have an indication this is really the perpetrator, but okay, maybe. But anyway, here's our generic, could fit literally everybody. I mean, everybody walking down the street if you go down the right town. So why is it here? Okay, now we go forward up to March 9th, 2022. Again, was that March 9th? Yeah. It hadn't changed till March 9th, 2022. So somebody recently noticed that they changed this. What happened? It's missing, quote unquote, they removed the description. Well, the description was based on witness testimony or assumptions. Again, the original description details, this is the only thing that changed, is that it was average height, average weight, most common hair color, and age range that's typical for people that might look like either of these. Okay, let's look at what didn't change. Okay? Let's pull this down, and I'm going to see if I can line these up to where we can do some magic here. Okay. So let's try and line these up. And let me get that lined up as best I can. Let's see if I can do that. This is the latest version where, this is the latest version where they ripped everything out. The description down here that says, oh yeah, by the way, white male, blue jeans, blue coat jacket or hoodie, yada yada yada. There is an actual description in here. What about this one? Okay, this one's in a different font size. It's the same description. What did they change? Reddish-brown hair, 180 to 200 pounds, 5'6" to 5'10", anywhere from 18 to 40 years old. A description that can only be guessed at. This is more of them removing speculation. Again, we have these backup copies here on archive.org if you want it, but what they removed was the part that they couldn't confirm was accurate about anybody. Okay, so again, someone expended an hour and 24 minutes talking about that. I have spent apparently less time. Let's see how much time I've spent. Current frame. Wow, I'm at 390 seconds. So anyway, I hope I've saved you time and energy, and you don't have to rate, comment, or subscribe, and I'm going to leave links to everything. Now let's do an experiment. Let's do some actual sleuthing here. Okay? Okay. First of all, let's get rid of the presumption we're looking at suspect 2. Let's look up suspect any, and we're going to use any year by just having that be asterisk. So it's archive.org/web/asterisk/something something dark side, FBI.gov, wanted, seeking info, unknown suspect, any, and hit enter. Now this should bring up a plethora of responses. Loading may take a while. We have, 792 URLs if we include the dash after the word suspect. And it brings up lots of suspect number 1s and number 2s and 10s. There's suspect number 12. There's 792 entries for that. Now I can go through and do a lot more fine-tuning on this, but that gives you an idea how many unknown suspects they deal with that they have to post a web page about. They have a template for this, okay? That's why the one for each of the victims and the perpetrator potentially are literally the same layout. They don't have a reason to do anything different. Now again, what was removed, the alteration, they redacted, the suspicious activity that's being highly implied by a certain YouTuber, is that they removed the part that they can't even confirm from the photo. But they left in the part from the photo. Blue jeans, jacket, hoodie, yada, yada, yada. But reddish-brown hair isn't really easily confirmed. 18 to 40 is based on just basically the two impressions we got. It's a white male, that's all we got. And yeah, previous versions also included, much older versions would have included a picture of the perpetrator. They're depicted on the backup copies of each of these two girls' lookup page, Abigail and Liberty. And they'll have the extra images there. Now, again, I'm not saying this person's playing it up. What I'm saying is, FBI changes description of bridge guy, and then they took out details. They took out speculation mostly. Just wanted to point that out. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. And I'll leave links to everything here if anybody wants to go check on it. And goodbye.